Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Chris Loves Comics. It's Friday. I hope you guys have found everything you were looking for a new comic book day on Wednesday. I just want to start off by saying, as always, thank you very much for everyone who subscribed to me and for all your well wishes because I got married last weekend. I really appreciate everyone reaching out to me and wishing me congratulations. It does mean a lot to me, and I really appreciate you all. It was a very lovely ceremony, even though there was a little bit of overcast, but it was a nice beach ceremony, and my family and friends were there, and it was a very good day. But with that out of the way, I'll go over my A plus books of the week. And as mentioned before, we're at 217 subs right now. Once we reach 300, I'm definitely going to be giving away a lot of books to a lot of people. So please like, share, subscribe. Put the word out because I definitely want to grow this community, and it makes me feel good talking about great comic books with you fine folk. All right, so we'll go over our A plus books of the week. There were a lot actually. There was a total of 6, but I wanted to talk about one book that wasn't an A plus to me, but I'm still gonna subscribe to it. This is Batman and Robin issue number 1 by Williamson and DeMeo, Joshua Williamson and Simone DeMeo. The art was extraordinary. Simone DeMeo is a fantastic artist. This splash page is gorgeous. But the story kind of feels a little bit pedestrian to me. I'm a huge Batman fan, but I really enjoy Detective Comics written by Ron Vade. That's kind of a deep. It's kind of a big read. It sort of goes with the history of Gotham and such, but I enjoy it. And I'm currently liking the Gotham War by Chip Zdarsky and Teenie Howard, and I'm excited to see how that wraps up. And from what I've seen from the solicits for December, I think Zur-En-Arrh is going to play a big role in that. But going back to this book, Batman and Robin, I'm still going to collect it, but like the story was like a B minus or a C plus at best. I really didn't like this story at all. You know, I don't know. Maybe I need to read it again, but but like I said, the art really carries it for me. Like Simone DeMeo, this is the last page. It's really beautifully drawn and colored. He did both, but yeah. So we'll go over the A plus books now, and A plus book that I'm really enjoying. I'm glad we're done with that awful Night Terrors, and this is Green Lantern issue number 3 by Jeremy Adams, and the backup story is by Philip Kennedy Johnson, which he is also going to be writing, which will be coming out next week. It will be Green Lantern War Journal. It'll be a John Stewart story, and I'm really excited for this. And Zermanico is the artist and the colorist, but like the first page just grips you. I freaking love the art in this art. Excuse my language, but it's so fantastic. I love Hal Jordan, and we're also getting back to one of my favorite villains, which is Sinestro. This was a very well done story. I thoroughly enjoyed it. This Sinestro is sort of gathering his forces to sort of cause trouble for Hal Jordan because that's what he does. Sinestro's a dick. And I love the way they end up. Hal is having a coffee at the bar, the cafe bar, and then he goes, "Hello, Lantern Jordan." I could just hear the like. To me, when I read books, I like putting voices to them, and to me, Sinestro definitely has an air of snobbishness to him, and I feel like, I mean, his ego is just sky high. He may rival Guy Gardner in the ego department, but that's why Guy Gardner is my favorite Green Lantern. But for indies, if you want a good Western and it's sort of like a noir feel to it, Chris Condon and artist Jacob Phillips. Now, Jacob Phillips does a lot of art for Ed Brubaker, who is my favorite writer. He's also coming out with and the name escapes me right now. He's coming out with another book in December. I feel like he needs to write more. I just can't get enough of his stuff. But anyway, the Enfield Gang, issue number 2 of 6. So you don't need to read that Texas Blood in order to understand what's going on in here. So when the trade comes out, I highly recommend everyone getting it because it's It's only going to be a 6 issue series, and even though like the interior of the book, it kind of has that old advertisement feel to it, like old newspaper for like different ads. But this is a good western, and it's just so the sheriff is trying to take down the Enfield gang, who has just caused nothing but chaos in the town. But like this shootout scene is just, look at this. It just puts you right there. I also want to say the texture of the pages, it kind of has that sort of parchment feel to it too. So it kind of feels like you're reading an old magazine, but they even got some some old dynamite. And there's a good one liner. He goes, "Memento mori." He goes, "I got your." He's like, "Just uno momento, Baldy," while he lights a dynamite stick. So it's just a good old fashioned western shootout between the cowboys and the bank robbers, and that's when the the dynamite goes off. And next up, boom. A lot of great action in this book. I cannot recommend this book highly enough. It's fantastic. Great work. Now, as you all know, I am a huge horror fan, and if you want a good story and you want a good horror book, both of these, Ghost Rider by Benjamin Percy and Incredible Hulk by Philip Kennedy Johnson. Also, he is writing that aforementioned Green Lantern book, and he's also writing Action Comics. But this book, Ghost Rider, and this is issue number 18, gives the story of Talia Warroad, this young lady right here. She is helping. She's helping Ghost Rider on his path, and they have Johnny Blaze. They have a relationship, but you go back to her youth where she started getting these visions, and she, as a kid, she had some uncontrollable urges, but she learned how to sort of take some revenge. She learned from her visions some witchcraft, and then she sort of turned the tables on her teacher, who was sort of giving her grief about making a mess in the class. But you get the real good background story of Talia Warroad and how she was taken in by a familiar character, Doctor Strange. And I just want to say that Benjamin Percy is so great. Like, I'm loving his Wolverine run. I'm loving his Ghost Rider run. The Ghost Rider Wolverine crossover Weapons of Vengeance, that was a great miniseries. That trade will be coming up, I think, by the end of this year. But he's just doing great. He's just doing great things with both characters, Wolverine and Ghost Rider, and it's great. And Johnny, you find out the next mission for Johnny Blaze and Talia Warroad, and it's to find the Mephisto gang, and these were the kids that Talia used to hang out with when she was younger. But fantastic read. If you love horror, Ghost Rider is definitely right up your alley. And Incredible Hulk number 4. Hulk fights Man-Thing because in the swamp there is a dark presence that is sort of bringing people to their dooms, and they make sort of totems to pull people in. And the young lady that is with Banner right now, that's her brother, and apparently they were abused by their father. And as the boy tries to, or you think it's the boy because he has no real eyes, then Man-Thing comes out, and he's sort of the defender of the swamp. And when Man-Thing thought that it was Banner causing problems, Man-Thing's powers is he can grab you and then he just sets you on fire, which is pretty awesome. But Hulk can't die, so he sort of regenerated himself through a Man-Thing, and it's just like a bunch of good gore and stuff like that. It's great. I love this book. Yeah, he just rips through Man-Thing. But Man-Thing's okay. He's alive. It takes more than that to take him down. But then you finally see the thing that's sort of bringing people to their dooms. And like Philip Kennedy Johnson, it's really funny that he's writing Hulk in a very horror theme, and then he's writing Action Comics, and it's like Superman, and it's just very wholesome fun. But he's doing great. I love Philip Kennedy Johnson. He's doing a fantastic one. Now, another Another great run is by Cody Ziegler. This is Miles Morales issue number 10, Spider-Man, and this is coming off the heels of Carnage Reigns, and Hightail, who is the young lady over here, is sort of Agent Gao's. She's Agent Gao's agent, and she's trying to trim off years off her sentence, sort of like the Suicide Squad. So she's watching over Miles, and they have their little tete-a-tete with they have their little fight and what have you. But Miles also tries to seek therapy in the form of another familiar Hulk character, Doc Samson, also known as Sasquatch. And this is really well done too. While and Miles gets accosted by, at the end, there's these creatures out what seemingly look like vampires, but Miles is saved by Blade and his daughter Bloodline. They have a little good one-liner over there, and I'm like, wow. Marvel's really stepping it up as of late, which I feel they should. They're the marquee comic book company, and I feel like they should be stepping up the game, especially with what they're charging us for prices on comics. I feel it's outrageous. I've had to luckily my comic book shop, Rubber Chicken Comics in Bellingham, Massachusetts, they give me and they give subscribers 20% off on all new comics, and they give 10% off graphic novels, and they give a lot of discounts. They're Jay, who runs the shop in Bellingham, is a really swell guy. He definitely understands how some people want to buy books but they don't have enough money, so he gives discounts. He's really a great guy. And the last book I want to talk about is Venom number 25, and this is by Al Ewing. Al Ewing's writing a lot of books. He's writing The Immortal Thor. He is writing this one, Venom. He finished Immortal Thor. He's also, I'm trying to think, I think he's also writing something else. It's escaping me at the moment, though. But this is with Venom, Bedlam, and Doctor Doom. The art by Kafu. If I'm mispronouncing his name, please correct me in the comments. But it's just fantastic. And then you have Bedlam fighting Doctor Doom, and it's just a good, it's like a good 90s action comic. You also have Kang in here. He's another great Marvel character. It just, like, all these books are A+. I can't recommend them highly enough. Except for Batman and Robin. You could probably miss that one. I mean, I'm not knocking it. The art is fantastic, and I'll probably have to read more in order to, get behind the story. But like I said, the story feels kind of pedestrian to me, but the art is definitely carrying it. And I'm always going to collect it because, Batman's cool. But like a B-, C+ for Batman and Robin. If you don't have enough room in your pull list, wait for the trades. It's okay. But my A+ books of the week: Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Incredible Hulk, Ghost Rider, Enfield Gang Massacre. This is the book I always look forward to in my pull list. It's just like the books in my pull list I always look forward to, but this is the one that I always clamor for. Green Lantern, Jeremy Adams, and Venom. Oh, I forgot to mention, so issue number 27, I think, is going to be starting with Torunn Grunbeck, who I'm very excited. She is very lovely, and she's also very talented. She's writing Red Sonja, and she's also going to be writing the new Carnage run. So it's great to see her get recognized, because I feel she's a very solid writer. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching the video. Again, thank you again for all my subscribers. It really means a lot to me. Please spread the word out. Once we reach 300, I'll definitely be giving out a lot of books to a lot of people. So it'll definitely be worth the wait for the 300. All right. Take care, guys. I will see you next week. Wednesday, I will be picking up my books, and I'll probably read those very quickly because Wednesday and Thursday I have the day off from work. So I'll probably read those during the day, and we'll go over them. All right, guys. Have a great weekend.